Mama when I step out on the top. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, hit the baby mama when I'm stepping through the door. Yeah, I'm pregnant, but I got an ill flow. Trying to make some money, buy some huggies from the store. S to the T, A, double.
But they're ridiculous after that. They want it both ways.
Is it a bad look for Meghan to still refer to herself as a royal?
Or do you see any of the real Diana in Meghan? Did you?
No.
Really?
Oh, sorry. We are uncensored, but oh my God, the idea there's any comparison between Diana.
I don't think anyone in the world knows that Meghan Markle has eaten Jack in the Box and loves it.
It's so funny, too, that you keep saying Meghan Markle. You know I'm Sussex now.
Posted a bizarre video on her social media yesterday, which sent several people into absolute meltdown. It is the cringiest, most uncomfortable piece of tape I've seen in a long time.
Just like her Netflix show, just like her first podcast with Spotify, just like her most recent podcast, utterly backfired. Here's a headline about that. We haven't talked about this on the show, but she started a new podcast called Confessions of a Female Founder.
They decided to sell out their family to Netflix first, obviously, but Netflix did sort of a multi-deal with them, meaning that first they had to appear together, and then they each had to do their own projects. And you might not even know this.
Things just got colder than ever inside the royal palace walls. Meghan Markle, once hailed as a modern face of royalty, has now found herself completely iced out, not just by the press, but by the very people who once called her family. And the tipping point? A now infamous viral pregnancy dance video that reportedly pushed Prince William and Princess Catherine past the point of return. But this isn't just about one awkward moment online, it's the final scene in a long, dramatic series of royal betrayals, media wars, and emotional wreckage. Sources say Meghan has been banned for life, and the palace has made their silence louder than any statement. Here's the shocking breakdown of what really went down.
It seriously is driving me crazy. I'm sick of hearing about them, but I can't get away from them. They're everywhere, in my face.
Look, Kyle, we just kind of don't care about some dumb prince and his stupid wife.
Meghan Markle's viral pregnancy dance video didn't just spark ridicule, it ignited a royal firestorm. According to palace insiders, Prince William and Catherine were not amused. Far from it, in fact. The video reportedly cemented their decision to cut Meghan off for good. No calls, no texts, no holiday cards, nothing. Staff are allegedly forbidden from even mentioning her name around Catherine. This wasn't some petty squabble, it was a complete erasure.
Have you been hanging out with Meghan and Harry since they've been in California?
No, I don't know them.
What do you think of them?
I admire Harry for going to Afghanistan. Anybody who's had military service, I can only criticize so much because I haven't. And there's nothing that compares to military service. But they're ridiculous after that. They want it both ways. You know, you can't be, these people were so mean to us and poor us, and we don't want all this attention, and then let me write a book about how much we don't want attention.
Catherine, still recovering from health challenges, is said to have emotionally distanced herself for peace of mind. And with the royal couple adopting a strict no-contact policy, it's now clear Meghan isn't just out of favor, she's out of the picture entirely. Unlike past royal rifts, this wasn't handled with raised voices or angry outbursts. William's anger is the quiet, calculated kind. The kind that doesn't come back around once the dust settles. His frustration didn't erupt overnight. Instead, it simmered, building up over time with each public scandal, tell-all, and headline.
We want privacy! We want privacy! Thanks for having us on the show.
It's so awesome to be here, it's great.
So let me start with you, Sam. You've lived a life with the royal family, you've had everything handed to you, but you say your life has been hard, and now you've written all about it in your new book, Where?
But the pregnancy dance video, combined with Harry's latest BBC interview, was reportedly the final straw. William made a strategic decision to protect the crown's dignity and his family. And that meant one thing: Meghan had to go. No more second chances, no more tolerance for chaos. For William, this wasn't revenge, it was preservation. This royal decision wasn't just about William. Catherine, still quietly dealing with health complications, has reached her limit. Insiders say Meghan's continued presence, online or off, has taken a serious emotional toll on Kate. She's long endured headlines, backhanded interviews, and the constant tension with Meghan. But the viral video was the last straw.
Is it a bad look for Meghan to still refer to herself as a royal?
No, it's not.
There you are.
Because,
Wake me up when you're done.
Thank you.
Behind closed doors, Kate allegedly made it clear she never wants to see Meghan again. Not out of pettiness, but for the sake of her mental health. For someone who values calm, dignity, and privacy, Meghan's media storms are exhausting. So Kate drew her line, and this time, William backed it with royal authority. This isn't just William and Kate isolating Meghan. The entire royal household has reportedly adopted the same stance. William is said to have urged King Charles to put his foot down as well. The vibe isn't "let's avoid her," it's "she doesn't exist to us anymore." No press statements, no engagement, not even internal discussions. Meghan is simply gone. As for Harry, there's still a small window open, but it comes with one major condition: stop spilling royal secrets to the media.
With Harry and Meghan, they get, well, Meghan specifically, her social media gets a significant amount more views than the Prince and Princess of Wales. But I think that it's all about spectacle. I think it's almost shameless. It's less about substance, which is what we do get from the Prince and Princess of Wales, and it's more about clickbait and generating her own headlines.
Well, here's my thing, James, all right? This is my problem with it.
Until that happens, even his position is precarious. The royal walls are closing in, and Meghan's name has been completely scrubbed from the conversation. According to royal biographer Angela Levin, the palace has adopted a new strategy: total silence. No statements, no clapbacks, no reactive headlines. Because for Meghan, silence isn't golden. It's maddening. She thrives in public narratives and controversy, and the royals know that. So instead of giving her another moment in the spotlight, they're doing the opposite. No reactions, just complete disengagement. Meghan's name is a ghost in royal halls, never to be mentioned. And insiders say this quiet treatment is far more brutal than any formal statement. It's not just about ignoring her, it's about pretending she never existed in the first place.
Hey.
Did you know it's cold in there?
Yeah.
Must be an American thing.
It's not.
Here's where the karma hits hard. Meghan Markle is now experiencing the same treatment she famously dished out, cutting ties without warning or closure. She did it to her father, she did it to former friends. Now, the royal family is giving her a dose of her own medicine. No explanations, no farewell, just a brutal freeze-out. And it's not limited to royals. Even Edward Enninful, once one of her strongest supporters in British media, is no longer in contact. Their once powerful partnership ended in silence. The very tactics Meghan used to protect her own peace are now being used against her, and it's proving devastating. Meghan's glow is fading fast, even in Hollywood. Once a symbol of breaking barriers, she's now being quietly sidelined by those who once embraced her. Her appeal as a modern royal rebel no longer has the same media shine. Former allies are stepping back. Outlets that once painted her as a victim of palace politics are now airing her alleged diva behavior and manipulation. Even Vogue, which once treated her like royalty, has changed its tone. The media cycle she once controlled is slipping away. And when Hollywood loses interest, it's often permanent. Meghan's charm offensive may have finally worn out.
You see, my wife and I are totally like, you should write a book because your family's like stupid, and then so are like journalists. So you hate journalists. That's right. And now you wrote a book that reports on the lives of the royal family. Right. So you're a journalist. We just want to be normal people. All this attention is so hard. Isn't it true, sir, that your questionable wife has her own TV show and hangs out with celebrities and does fashion magazines? What are you suggesting? Well, I just think some people might say that your Instagram-loving wife actually doesn't want her privacy. How dare you, sir? My Instagram-loving wife has always wanted her privacy. And you know what else? To hell with Canada. We are leaving. We'll go find some quiet place where we can be normal people. Come on, wife. We want privacy.
Prince Harry finds himself caught between two worlds. On one hand, he's still technically family. On the other, he's deeply tied to Meghan's version of events. His memoir, their Netflix deal, the Oprah interview. They've all put him in direct opposition with the royal image. Insiders say he could return to the fold, but only if he walks away from the media circus. That would mean distancing himself from Meghan. But how can he do that without betraying everything they've built together? That's the trap. The deeper he defends her, the harder it is to come back. And the royal family knows it. Palace sources say Meghan is deeply shaken, not by public criticism, but by silence.
That's fine, I'll go it alone, just like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Sir, your millions from Netflix for no one knows what.
Put it with the rest of them.
Babe, time to do our daily $250,000 sponsored Instagram post for Del Taco.
I shouldn't have left the made-up nonsense.
For someone used to driving media narratives, the lack of response from the royal family and UK press is stunning. Even The Sun, Daily Mail, and Vogue, outlets she once swayed, are turning cold. Meghan is reportedly growing paranoid about her image, unsure why the world isn't listening anymore. She was once praised for empowering women and speaking truth. Now, insiders describe her as controlling, elitist, and emotionally volatile. Without the media on her side, Meghan's ability to control public opinion is collapsing, and fast. From palace halls to Hollywood studios, Meghan's brand is in free fall. What was once seen as inspirational is now perceived as opportunistic. Former staffers and celebrity allies are distancing themselves. Even top figures in fashion and media are reportedly avoiding any public association.
Look at this town. There's just something about it. Oh, darling, I think this might be the place.
You really think so?
It's so quiet and empty here. If we moved here, then people would think we're really serious about wanting to be normal.
It does seem perfect, doesn't it?
We can have a fresh start here. Lead a normal life and have babies. Can we? Can we really move here and finally have our own privacy? My love, I will do anything for your privacy.
It's no longer just personal, this is professional isolation. And behind the scenes, insiders say the royal family isn't celebrating. It's more sadness than satisfaction. They see a once beloved prince and his wife, now embattled and alone. But the monarchy must endure. Its survival depends on one iron rule: never let chaos from any individual overshadow the institution. So, where does this leave Meghan Markle? Out in the cold, cut off not with a bang, but with silence. No headlines, no press releases, just a quiet erasure from royal life. And perhaps that's the most brutal way to be banned, not with scandal, but with indifference. As William tightens his grip on the crown's future, Meghan is finding out that not even a viral video can reclaim the spotlight once the palace decides to look away. The royals aren't clapping back. They're just moving on. Without her. What do you think? Is this royal freeze-out justified, or does Meghan deserve another chance? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more royal revelations.